talking about the water cycle. So you can see an image of the water cycle here, and we're not actually going to be talking about all of the different aspects here, but instead we're just going to be talking about these resources as they influence our lives and where we are today. So the question we're going to start with today is, where is it that we get our water? So you saw water in that water cycle going through the reservoir of the atmosphere, going into groundwater, going into the oceans, going into rivers, and I want you to, before we get started talking about water and all those reservoirs, think about the 3 questions that I'm going to ask you now. Write down your questions' answers on a piece of paper, and then you're going to discuss these questions with the people sitting around you.
And then rinse it out.
Take showers.
Okay. If I could get everyone's attention back up here. I realize that you're probably not done talking, but unfortunately we have to move the lesson along, and I do want to hear what some of your groups talked about for these questions. So for number 1, how much water do you think you use either each day or each month, however you wanted to calculate this? Your group?
I used to kind of come up with consensus of 10 gallons a day, but that's not factoring in other aspects of our life that have water in it.
We'll get to that in just a moment. First, let's do number 2. Where does the water you use come from? Anyone?
Edwards Aquifer.
The Edwards Aquifer. What do we know about the Edwards Aquifer already?
It's low.
It's low. Why is it low?
There's endangered species in there.
There's endangered
They use
species.
the water.
They use the water?
Drought.
Drought. So I would say probably the endangered species are not the reason. Third question though. But how do you think your water usage compares to your parents? And I'm saying at the same age, so not today, but just when they were our age or when your grandparents were around our age, how much water do you think they used? And also we can think about what their water source might have been. So any ideas about how water usage may have changed, Mike?
Yeah, I think we use a lot less because their lifestyles, my parents and the grandparents, they didn't go out as much. They were a lot more focused on one place. So you got to also factor in how water is used to an industrialism for producing gasoline and other things. And we water our yards a lot more than they did back in